Tonight on RBT.
Any illegal drugs last few days?
No.
Are you being honest with me?
Well, the plates don't belong on it to start with. The car's hot wide.
I was the one that stopped you last time you got caught. I remember that.
How many drinks do you think you had?
I don't know.
Well, if you're unlicensed...
I'm dead.
One big breath and blow through.
Why did you swap drivers? Stay there, don't move. Stop. This time I'm going to place you under arrest.
Due to a spate of serious motor vehicle accidents, Sergeants Nelson and Moriarty are scouring the Hume Highway for any drivers that might be under the influence.
See this car behind the silver one? Left-hand lane.
Yeah, the Magna.
Yeah.
You want to speak to him?
Yeah. Oh, he played too. He flicked in the lanes like, obviously when he's seen us, he just changed lanes real quick.
The driver, Chris, has his sister, girlfriend and mum in the car with him.
Chris to us. Just off some random testing. Any illegal drugs last few days? Chris's drug test, right? Put that on top of your tongue and drag it forward, please. Yep. What do you got in your mouth, mate? What's all that pink stuff? Is that lolly? What's all that pink stuff on your lips? Powerade. Powerade, is it? Okay. All right, no worries. Take about 5 minutes, okay?
Chris's mum can't figure out why they've been stopped.
Get pulled over by coppers. I thought, oh my God, what we done? Going too slow or something?
The answer could lie in the result of Chris's drug indicator test.
I'm going to show you something, right? I want you to comment on it.
Okay.
See that where it says methamphetamine? One line is good.
Yeah.
2 lines is real bad. Have you had something you shouldn't have had in the last couple of days?
No.
Never?
Never.
Never had any type of drug?
No.
Why would that be coming up?
I'm not sure. I've never had anything.
Never had any? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to retest you.
Yeah.
That's a pretty strong indication, okay? Cannabis is good, meth is bad. It could be a faulty test.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you being honest with me?
Yes.
All right.
Up and back to Sydney the last few days. My dad's just had a massive operation.
Yeah, okay.
With Chris's dad being sick, another positive drug indicator test is the last thing this family needs.
Top your tongue and drag it forward, please. Okay. We'll see how you go this time, all right? Take about 5 minutes, okay?
It's well past midnight in Coffs Harbour and the streets are quiet. Up ahead, officers on mobile patrol notice a young driver. A computer check reveals he's a P-plater and he's not displaying his plates. Owen is driving his girlfriend and a couple of mates home.
Any alcohol tonight?
Yes, earlier today.
How long ago?
Probably about an hour ago.
How many have you had?
One.
Owen's an apprentice chef, and when he knocked off tonight, he downed a rum and coke.
So you're on your P's? No, you're restricted to 0 alcohol. You had a drink driving charge before.
I don't have to.
All you need to do is just take a deep breath and blow through the tube until I ask you to stop. Stop. Well, this indicates that you may be over the limit. All right, so you have to jump out. You're under arrest. You come back to the police station where we'll do another test. Okay.
Now that Owen's off to the police station, it's up to his girlfriend to get his mates home.
You got a licence, do you? Haven't been drinking? All right.
Unfortunately, he's put her in this situation before.
You live with your girlfriend?
I do, yeah.
How long have you two been together?
10 years.
Wow.
Yes.
You going to marry her anytime soon, or?
Always planned to. Yes, it's been a long, hard road though, so.
Okay. It's a Romeo and Juliet, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is.
What reading did you go last time you got done?
My special range category was one of them. I think both times.
Oh, okay, you've had 2.
Yeah, I did earlier, a few years back when I first got on my red P's.
So why did you get in the car and drive after you've had something to drink?
I don't have a good answer to that.
It's Saturday night on the Queensland-New South Wales border.
We're just on the Pacific Highway on-ramp at Tweed Heads to conduct some stationary RBT for a few hours. It is a popular spot here for people that are heading back to Queensland that have been drinking.
Normally, when drivers are asked to step out of their cars, they use the door. But not concreter Tony. If he thinks getting out through the window is a flash manoeuvre, the officers don't. It's a red flag.
The car's hot wired.
I looked through the window and noticed that there was no key in the ignition. The car had been started using the old hot wire technique. I immediately thought the car had been stolen.
In what could be a case of double trouble, Tony's passenger is his twin brother Daniel.
We're twins, telepathic, read each other's thoughts, share everything. Born 23 hours apart with poor mother, 12 hours labour before the 23 hours. So yeah, pay back, respect, pay.
As P-plater Tony is about to be breathalyzed, he admits he's had alcohol tonight.
Yeah, like I've only just had sweet what I showed you about a quarter with me.
I'll give you a test now, see how you go. I'll just get you to take a deep breath, mate. Blow continuing through the tube until I tell you to stop. Blow, blow, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop, that's fine.
Tony's reading comes up clean, but officers still think he could be hiding something.
So we're just having a bit of a look through the car at this point in time until we can confirm whether it's a stolen car or not. Because generally, as most people would be aware, one of the methods of getting the ignition going in a stolen car is to hotwire the ignition.
And things only get worse after a police check uncovers more trouble for the twins.
Well, the plates don't belong on it to start with. The plates belong on a yellow laser sedan.
25-year-old P-plater Owen is facing his third drink driving charge.
So why did you get in the car and drive after you've had something to drink?
I don't have a good answer to that.
You got any answer?
No, I don't. As per usual, probably.
It's pretty foolish, really.
Yes, quite.
Taken to the familiar territory of the Coffs Harbour police station, Owen's reunited with an old acquaintance.
So, Owen, do you remember me?
No.
Okay. I was the one that stopped you last time you got caught.
Oh.
I remember that?
Sorry, I probably try
No,
not
it's
to remember
all right.
such events.
Owen should have progressed to his full licence by now. If he had, then that one large rum and coke he said he'd had after work wouldn't be a problem.
You're an old P-plater.
Why's that? How come it took so long to get your licence?
A few of these. I might see my full licence in about 2-3 years, hopefully. See what happens. Initially, I planned on walking home. I only do live down the road, but...
All right, mate, just stand up for me. Take a nice deep breath, blow through there as hard as you can until I say stop.
Senior Constable Hetherington has explained the procedure, but Owen already knows the drill.
Just have a seat. Takes a couple of minutes to analyse.
They sport the same look, have the same concreting job, and now identical twins Daniel and Tony are in the same trouble. Police suspect they're driving a stolen car.
Well, the plates don't belong on it to start with. The plates belong on a yellow laser sedan.
When things look alike, it's easy to get them confused. Officers have found out the twins own two similar cars, but in different colours, and somehow they've got their plates mixed up.
He's basically just said that he's got two vehicles the same and he's put one set of plates on this vehicle that he thought belonged to this vehicle.
Either way, the rego has expired, and that means for twin Tony, there's a price to pay.
Because of that, mate, your car's been unregistered. Yep. It's also uninsured. Yep. Okay, which is another $516. Yep. Okay. There's a ticket there for $344 for using an unauthorised plate. Yep. Mate, it's 28 days to pay.
That was at $1,300 then?
It's about $1,300, mate. It's pretty heavy. Ooh. There's a number there to contact.
Yeah, I'm Daniel anyway there.
Yeah.
Left with no car, the twins put their brains together to figure out how to proceed.
I'll go get the other plates, I suppose, and put them on, and I'll make sure they're the right ones this time. Yeah, but they're still unregistered when you put the other plates on. Just put it on the tow truck, take the max plates in the corner. Oh, so it's going to be days. Yeah. And I'll take them plates off and go put it on the actual car that it should be at $2.5 grand, $3 grand by the end of that.
So it's been an expensive night for the twins, but at least they can split the bill.
Behind those two tabs there are two spokes. Put them on top of your tongue and drag it forward, please. This one? Yep.
On the Hume Highway, Chris has already returned a positive drug indicator test. But with his dad sick in hospital, he insists he hasn't had anything stronger than a red sports drink.
I've been up to Sydney and back maybe in the last, 4 days twice. To see my dad, and now don't know how it happened. He just got out of major surgery from cancer, and he's recovering now.
Giving him the benefit of the doubt, officers let him take another test.
It's come back positive again. I'll show it to you. Mate, I don't know why it's coming back, but that's two tests. I had a guy do exactly the same thing to me this morning, but he was lying to me. So, mate, you're now under arrest for the purpose of a secondary test. We're going to go back to our truck up the road.
Chris leaves his girlfriend, sister and mum to go for his third test.
Chris, I don't know why that has gone positive twice, but as I said to you out there, mate, people don't tell us the truth all the time. Yeah. Where'd you go last night?
My mum's house for a while, and then I went back home with the girlfriend and got a good night's sleep because I had to get up early this morning to go see Dad.
Is that your mum in the car?
Yeah.
She's not impressed?
Well, she's just as worried. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, fair enough. The lines came up pretty quick, which is usually an indication to us that there is something in your system that we don't like.
Oh, okay.
Didn't have a bit of a dabble in something new with your mates?
No.
Okay.
Can you tell me why you failed that roadside drug test?
I have no idea. That's why I'm in here trying to find out, aren't I?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing something like that in the first place anyway, especially what's been going on with me lately with parents and that, especially my dad, so...
Open your mouth up. Under your tongue. Yeah, close your mouth. Right, best way to do it, Chris, put your head down like that.
One drink after work was enough to push P-plater Owen over his zero alcohol limit. It's a lesson he should have learnt by now.
So, Owen, do you remember me? No. Okay. I was the one that stopped you last time you got caught. Oh. I remember that?
Just stand up for me. Take a nice deep breath, blow through there as hard as you can until I say stop.
If Owen returns any reading on his secondary test, it'll be his third special range drink driving charge.
Just have a seat. All right, Owen, it's analysed a sample of your breath and returned a reading of 0.038. Okay, so the limit for a full licensed driver is 05, which is 50, and you're 38, which puts you again into the special range. Got anything to say? No?
Sorry.
It's okay.
No, I let myself down. It is a bit more serious this time. This time it's not so much as a smack on the bum. It's a little bit more, so...
Well, Owen, last time you got disqualified for 6 months, didn't you?
I did, yeah, that's right.
And you got a $350 fine.
Yep. So it should be that, and probably a little bit more again too. So.
maybe Owen's harshest punishment will come from his girlfriend of 10 years, Jessica.
He's an idiot. Yeah. He's never been very much over, but he has been pulled over for drink driving before. Yeah, he's had his P plates for quite a few years now, so he keeps losing it and getting it back, so zero tolerance for the last few years.
Thanks to Owen's poor track record, from now on it looks like Jessica will be doing all the driving. In Campbelltown, officers are patrolling the streets on the night of the New South Wales state elections. Up ahead, a driver blatantly swings to the left without stopping.
Stop sign. Said this green Hyundai here, to stop sign, because he's driven straight through. Put him over and see what we got to say. He didn't stop at the stop sign back there. Over here at Spitfire Drive. Have you got your licence there for me?
No, I haven't got my licence on me.
Have you got a licence?
No.
You don't have a licence. Have you had any alcohol today?
Yeah.
Okay, how long ago was your last drink?
Oh, about half an hour ago.
How many drinks do you think you had?
I don't know.
Had a few?
I was watching the election, yeah.
All right, watching the election. Who did you vote for?
Labor.
Labor? I think you're going to have a bad day.
I know I am. I am now. It's going to cost me a fortune.
A staunch Labor supporter all his life, 65-year-old Bill couldn't stand watching his party get clobbered, so he got in his car to go on a fast food run.
All right, big deep breath. Blow, not too hard, just constant. Keep going. That's fine, mate. Well done.
I'm over.
Well, if you're unlicensed, it makes it even worse.
I know.
In Macquarie Fields, 24-year-old Chris has had 2 roadside indicator tests come up positive to methamphetamine, but he's adamant he hasn't had anything stronger than a red sports drink. Now, he's about to learn the result of his 3rd test.
If this comes back positive and I know that I haven't done nothing wrong, and can I go back into the police station and get another... How can I...
No, you can go to the doctor, you can go to a hospital.
Go to the hospital, yeah.
And go get a blood test done or a urine sample.
I can do that when I get...
Yeah, you can do anything you want. Once you leave here, whatever you do is up to you. Negative. That's good, so... I don't know what it is, mate. That's coming up on our roadside testing twice, so... That's good, mate. You'll be out here in 2 minutes, okay? I'll get you out of here.
Thank you very much.
Chris is free to leave for now, but his lab results will determine the final outcome.
Yeah, it's very rare that we do 2 roadside tests and they both come up positive to a certain drug and then go negative on our Cozart machines. I'm going to definitely look at the Powerade red cordial, so that'll be going to our scientists so we can ask them.
After everything they've been through in the past few days, it's a huge relief for Chris's family.
I want to go home. I've cried enough today. Which I have, but my husband just 2 days out of hospital, in there, major surgery, and come across this. This is just too much.
Who did you vote for?
Labor.
Labor? I think you're going to have a bad day.
I know I am.
After watching his beloved Labor Party suffer a crushing defeat in the state elections, Bill thought some fast food would ease his pain. But now, he might be about to suffer another loss.
That's fine, mate. Well done.
I'm over.
All right, Bill. At this stage, you've returned a positive test, so you're under arrest for the purposes of a breath analysis. Do you understand that?
Yes.
I can't let you drive it from here. No. All right, so we'll lock it up.
Watch your head. Is this your first time you've been in trouble with us at all?
I think so.
No drink drive or anything like that before?
No, never before.
Okay.
I mean, I might have had a speeding fine back in 60, I don't know, 60 something.
Oh, I did. I got booked many years ago about, it was miles then. I was 5 miles over the speed limit going across Harbour Bridge.
At Campbelltown Police Station, Bill must undergo a second test.
So what we're just going to do, type out some stuff, just ask you a few questions, all right, just about your health and everything like that. All righty, so...
Just ask me all that.
It's a repetitive process we go through, unfortunately.
What'd you get up to today?
What did I do today?
Yeah.
I sat down and watched some news on the TV before the election come on.
Do you know what time today you had your first drink?
Oh, when they put the election results on.
So about 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 2 long necks.
So 2 long necks, what, 750 mil?
Yeah.
All right, mate, nice big deep breath until I say stop.
Now,
So
wait a minute now.
big deep breath and blow. Calmly and continuously, go.
Although Bill's had a clean driving record since the 60s, that might be about to change.
Perfect. Okay, you can stop there. How many kids you got?
6 now.
6? Gee, you got to buy yourself a TV.
You know that.
Okay, mate, you've returned a reading of 0.080. Okay, so that's mid-range drink driving. So unfortunately tonight you're going to be charged with drink driving mid-range. Does that make sense?
No, I see what you mean.
Okay, have you got any questions about that?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Unfortunately, tonight Bill has something in common with his party.
Labor had been annihilated. I've been Labor all my life, so I couldn't get away from them, could I? It's just not. I'm not a swing voter. I've always been Labor. And it's end of story. It didn't matter who. And I got done too. It'll go down history.
Bill was charged with mid-range drink driving and never holding a licence. He received a Section 10 bond. No conviction was recorded. Tony was fined $1,300 for driving an unregistered vehicle and displaying unauthorised plates. Chris's lab test results proved negative to illicit drugs. Further testing by police scientists has shown sports drinks do not affect drug test results. Owen was convicted of special range drink driving. He was fined $1,081 and suspended from driving for 1 year.